Welcome, everybody, to another Happy Friday interview. We have another special guest today, Ljupka, joining us, and she has a lot of information to share from her perspective. And, I asked her to do this interview based upon her energy. She is very lighthearted and just a fun person. So I just wanted to have her perspective on the whole Happy Friday principles dealing with being fearless, resilient, intuitive, determined, appreciative, and youthful. And Ljupka, how do you deal with being fearless?
Well, thank you for the introduction, Jason, and thank you for inviting me. But first, I will say just to give an example, yesterday or the other day when you sent me the invitation, and I didn't realize it would be YouTube, right? So I never done. I don't know, like right away was a block, right? I was like, I can't do that. And I was like, okay, I will talk about fearless, right? It's like what I mean.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Well, I will do it, and I will say I have done it. So the next time will be easy. So my thinking was, okay, at least it was bad or good. I
Yes,
will say I
ma'am.
have done it, and the second time I have somebody ask or I have opportunity to do something, I was like, I have done YouTube. It will be it will be easy. So that
Excellent.
was my thinking, and what they say, um, you know, um, behind the what's hide behind on the other side of the fear, right, is freedom. So
Oh,
I will
wow.
feel more, I will feel more free next time when I do something like that. So I turn out like the fear, I turn it like positive. Let's put it in the positive perspective, and I have it a good experience. So for next time, I will fear. I will not fear. I will not be. I will be fearless, basically. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. I like what you just said. What's on the other side of fear is freedom. I like that. I like that. The next question is, and the next principle I'll ask you about is being resilient. Is there a time in your personal or professional life that you were resilient, and how did you handle that?
Well, I think every day it's you have a small or big struggles. I can tell like a little bit of my personal experience. I came here in the States when I was 22, 23, with $400, not speaking good English, broken English, basically no English. But anyway, but I was determined to have new experiences, to see, to finish school maybe here. That was my goal. But I didn't feel that time that will be possible.
Hmm.
So I came here all by myself, as a nanny, and you know, experience, life happened. You find a way how, to stay another year, second year, how to go to school, So my big goal was go to school here and finish school. And after a while, after struggle, because, you're from a different country, you cannot choose any job you want or a good paid job. So you have to work multiple jobs, go to school at night and study and pay for it.
Hmm.
And after it took me a while, but I think that was my kind of big accomplishment and big struggle to get to that point.
Wow.
Right.
Did you know the language when you first moved here?
Well, from school, sky school, study, three times a week, right? But when you're like, everybody know American movies and American music and English music, it's like you learn from the movies, but I didn't know. I was scared to speak where, I'm still today,
Wow.
I'm like not very confident when it comes, with to some conversations and writing too. I'm not as confident still. But yeah, just a little English basically.
Wow. That's amazing. I mean, you speak perfectly to me.
I have my bad habits that is hard to, and you hear them after you say something, but you're like, it's a bad habit that I have, but you have done it so many times that it's hard to change, basically. But I'm
Okay.
working.
Okay.
To answer your question, I guess work hard and believe you can, you can do it.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Absolutely. The next principle is being intuitive. How do you apply your intuition?
Well, when you sent me that question first, and I was thinking, what is intuition, right? So I don't know. I had hard time actually thinking about this question, but I think intuition is more when it's intuition. You say it's intuitive when but basically you put more thought in that subject.
Yes,
Then you
ma'am.
start thinking. Then you start more thinking. So you become basically you're thinking and that's how you become intuitive, I think, because you give accent to the subject and more thoughts, and I think that's how you become more intuitive, because you're thinking more. I believe. I mean, I don't know. I always think, oh, I think I'm intuitive, but I think you put in the subject more thoughts than usual, and
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
how you think you're more intuitive, or you
Wow.
think you're intuitive. I believe, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Well, you put more thought into that
Yes,
particular thing. Yes,
and
ma'am. Yes,
and you
ma'am.
become, it says, oh, it's like, but yeah, you have done more thoughts, not just came to your brain, and it's like,
Yes. In the context of, like, for instance, like you moving to the United States, within that, did you rely on your intuition to
yes,
come here? Like something told you, like, to come to the United States.
yes, and like you said, yeah, it comes something told me, but it's not didn't happen days. Like I have, for example, way before you watch the movies and you're thinking about it, how interesting will be to go to school there. And I had a family friend that we went to college, and I was
Mhm.
like, wow, will be very interesting if I can go. So you start thinking, and and I took a big risk, which I don't think so. I will get the risk. I will do the risk now, knowing. But then you're young and it's like so intuition. Well, I can do that, and but I put thought of it before, how will be fun and how will be interesting to do that,
Wow.
and kind of the rise rolled, and it's like, okay, I will go for it.
Wow. Excellent. Excellent. And that leads to the next principle, which is determination. What made you determined to stay? Like you said, you was taking it day by day and things of that nature, but like what made you determined and not just go back home and retreat, you know?
Sure. And I'm coming from a place that is, it's not the poorest place, it's not the richest place, but people come here to make money and go home. But my goal was never that.
Okay.
I said I came for here more experience and for school, and you had so many obstacles down the road. But I guess, and I had such a great life and family back home, still
What
do.
country is that? I'm sorry.
Macedonia, it's part of Yugoslavia.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it's north from Greece, south from
Oh,
Serbia.
okay. Okay.
So it's like the term, like he says, like I see my goal was happening day by day, or month by month, and I was like, oh, if I can do this, and I can push harder a little bit, and I can see more better life here, or so better opportunities. So I think you push hard every day, thinking, in the bigger picture, then that
Wow.
things will get better, I guess.
Excellent. Excellent.
Believe that things will get better.
Excellent. And becoming one the byproduct of determination. Once you accomplish that goal, you're appreciative.
Yes, you
So
are very.
so how do you feel being determined that you're appreciative now in terms of accomplishing that goal? How do you feel about that, and how do you show gratitude?
I remind myself, like, how far I came. I mean, you always think, I can do better. The job I have now, I can do my degree, I can do much better job. But you appreciate it, that you already have a great job, for example, and
Uh-huh.
you work hard to get there, and you're going every day to work. You appreciate it,
Yes, ma'am.
and I don't know. I remember, and I will go home and see of things, how better opportunities I have here, and when you travel, you're like, okay, I should appreciate more, and I don't know. I appreciate, most of the days I appreciate life and work, and what life has to offer.
Wow. Wow. What is the and this is a little off, well, it's on the subject, but as far as the comparison between your home country and this and the United States, like what is the comparison there as far as like wealth and everything in terms of just the regular family structure and
Well, if you go, the family, like as I say, I grew up in a very happy household in happy family, and it's very like the village, for example, the saying, you raised by the village, right?
uh-huh.
It's definitely true over there. You have aunts and uncles who live close by and help the family, and you do things with them every weekend. Over here is definitely, not like that. But and so it's very socially oriented and family oriented, and people are, striving for that, and they're happy more about that what they have.
Wow.
Freedom, while it's economical freedom or choices freedom, it's not like it's a democratic country, but because of economical reasons you cannot move, you're not free to do things, or you're not free to choose a job. If you're happy what you have, you cannot like change this career like here, like, okay, I can finish 2 more years of that school and I can change like that my career. If I push harder and if I
Uh-huh.
work harder, I can change my career, right? And usually here you would do that if you work hard, or if you give yourself a time and determination. Over there you kind of more have to be happy with the job you have and what, because it's not many opportunities, it's more country. So and it's, yeah, but here it's kind of more, like, I'm happy because back home I finished back home degree too, but I knew I had to be satisfied with the first job I got. But
Yeah.
over here I'm grateful because that's the job I choose. I was, nanny. I was a server for 5 years, then I sell furniture, or so. But here, like, with it's connected more with my degree, and I choose that path, and I got there with my, so that's why I'm more grateful, I guess.
Wow.
Um, this is the job that I choose that path.
Excellent. 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 And the last principle that I'm going to ask you about is being youthful. What is that keeps you young?
I think what keeps me, I'm a very outgoing person, and I have friends. Sometimes one friend says, like, when I go outside with you, I get so tired of people, but you get all their energy and you get more, energy from it. So
Yeah.
it's true. I like to socialize. So I like to, hang out with people, and I suck your energy. I'm one of those people. I'm extrovert.
That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, we all work, we're all busy. But on the weekends, I have a little one, 4-year-old, and I'm trying to do so many things with her and show her that, give her, go hike, for example, or go take a Muppet show, or like that I find out I really enjoy,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
So I was like a little kid there. So I'm seeing the opportunities with her, to enjoy. But I realized, I was like, I enjoy this kind of stuff. It's not just for 4-year-old.
Yeah,
So you
yeah, yeah.
can find very little things. If you try to find things you can enjoy, more if you give a thought, or if you try to do things, I believe.
Absolutely.
So um, I do, I don't stay at home that much. I try to do things as much as I can, whatever it is. Yes person, of course, most of the time, not always, of course, but I'm usually yes person.
The last thing I'm going to ask you before I let you go is, out of all those principles, what principle sticks out to you the most, and which one do you hang on to the most as well?
Usefulness, I think, maybe because I have a little one, and I try to, to show her the world in a, in this good place. And so I think you need to find a joy every day in life, in little things, I believe. So, but a hard work and determination, because you have to push something to look forward for the next day, right? So if you don't have a
Absolutely.
goal, you will not strive for them, and the days will be longer, or the month will be longer, so if you don't
Absolutely.
have something to look forward to the next day or
Absolutely.
the next month.
Absolutely. And that's what the Happy Friday committee is all about, which is the acronym Friday, which is fearless, resilient, intuitive, determined, appreciative, and youthful. So when I say every day is Friday, every day is that day to live those principles, and that will make you happy. So, but I thank you for coming on, Ljupka, and thank you for taking time out of your day
thank you. I enjoyed it more than I thought, so you should have not be scared at the beginning.
There you go. There you go.
You
thank you for living that principle. You have a great day, okay?
Thank you, you too.